With today's weather headlines, unfortunately for those people, it's a warm morning already.
It is stifling, right? We have all of that humidity. We're still near 80 degrees at 4 a.m. and we still have the heat advisory. This goes through this evening. Same areas, northeastern New Jersey, Nassau County, New York City, Fairfield County, and the Hudson Valley. But even outside that area, it is still very muggy. Adding to the mix here, we have flash flood watch that's been issued for Central and South Jersey here. This is for the potential of some heavy rain on saturated ground. Tracking some showers right now. You notice nothing flooding and not even much in the way of lightning, but just enough to kind of get things started. Parts of Westchester County along 95, Stamford, just the south of New Canaan, off on towards.
Construction is taking place, so the tube is closed. You'll need to use the Lincoln Tunnel or the Goethals Bridge instead if you need to get into New York. Then heading over to trains, Metro North riders, same as yesterday. This is going to be ongoing, so the service changes for the Harlem line. You have substitute bus service between Southeast and Golden's Bridge, no service between Wasaic and Southeast, and then you still have busing on the Waterbury branch. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much.
And these warm temperatures.
And another day of it too. And there's so much humidity, which, you know, you can't even really open the windows because that doesn't help at all. On top of that, tracking some showers. Let's start with the temperatures. It is 79 degrees, a bit of a heat index because of that humidity, more like the low 80s. Poughkeepsie at 73, Bridgeport 78 right now, Hartford 2, Merrick at 75 with Islip at 76. So once again, tracking the heat index forecast, will be near 90. That feels like temperature at noontime as our highs once again approach 90 degrees. That's today. We're almost there on tropical depression, so we'll talk about that in the tropics coming up in the 10-day.
Maria, thank you so much. Still to come out, local leaders are reacting after Governor Murphy called out several bars by name, threatening to shut them down. First, though, two teens nearly drowned trying to save their family in a boating mishap, but they have a touching reunion with their rescuer.
As a reminder, no subway service until 5 a.m. They are cleaning it. You still have some free overnight bus service, but as of this morning, there are reductions to what service they're offering, really just due to rider demand not really being there. Central Connector car service still available. And if you're headed out on the roads, Route 19 northbound still closed with those sinkhole repairs from the Garden State Parkway to Valley Road. And we'll take a live look outside at the GW Bridge, where you have some construction out there, too, on the...
Now, just in the form of a shower. Oh, picking up some lightning now, just recently off the Connecticut coast, just to the east of I-95. So there are pockets already of some heavy rainfall. No warnings just yet, but it's a boundary that you're going to see set up here. This is the front that we've been waiting on to come move through, give us some slightly dry. So from Connecticut through the city, Jersey, the shore, Long Island, that continues from the afternoon and the evening. Not expecting organized severe, but obviously they could all put down a lot of heavy rainfall. In the meantime, it is definitely cloudy, 79 degrees at Central Park. That dew point all the way up to 74. So yes, even a heat index now. 89 for the high, but it'll feel like the low to mid 90s before some of those showers perhaps move through. All right, an update on the tropics. Things getting interesting again. We have a new depression, number 11. It's that right there. Doesn't look like much. It's got some favorable conditions over the next day or two, so we fully expect this to be keeping it away from Puerto Rico right now, but we'll keep a very close eye on it. At the point that we get to the weekend, the conditions are a little more hostile for some tropical development. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Maria. If you are getting on the buses, I was just talking about a reduction to that overnight essential bus service that they were offering, enhanced, I should say, not essential. It's back to pretty much essential. So you have reduced frequency on about 6 different bus lines. The X68 discontinued overnight, and then you have regular overnight weekday schedule back on 5 of the bus lines. So again, we're seeing things change out there. Of course, I will always keep you updated, but this will be ongoing. Heading over to Metro North, it's going to be the same as it was yesterday, and they're saying this is ongoing because of all of the storm damage north of Golden's Bridge on the Harlem line. So you have substitute bus service between Southeast and Golden's Bridge. No service at all still between Wasaic and Southeast. Schedule. I know it's dark, but here's the New Jersey Turnpike out by Newark Liberty Airport this morning for construction. It's the inner roadway or the car lane shut down northbound from 8A all the way up to 14 for construction. So you will be diverted to the outer roadway, and alternate side of the street parking rules, they're in effect this week. So make sure you move your car on the last day listed on the sign. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 418, it was an emotional reunion yesterday on Long Island. Two brothers
Bridge. You have it on the Long Island Expressway right now, out between exits 49. Actually, really at 49, it looks like it's wrapping up. So Long Island drivers, you're in for a nice ride. Heading over to Metro North, service changes are the same as they were yesterday. They are on the Harlem line. So you have no service on the Wasaic line. You have substitute bus service between Southeast and Golden's Bridge. Otherwise, you have regular weekday rail service. And again, busing for Waterbury Branch. Darlene, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. Well, the suspense is over. Democratic President
Waters, but really, with all these sightings, of 17 over 2.5 weeks, really something to look at.
Yeah, we are looking out for them for sure. I'm looking out for some showers, and I got this tip from Lauren saying,
looking forward to that. If you are trying to get on the subways, they are cleaning them till 5 a.m. So you have the free overnight bus service, plus the essential connector car service. But let's talk about that overnight bus service. They are making changes as of this morning. So you have some reduced overnight frequency on several bus routes. The X68 completely discontinued, and some are also just going back to their regular weekday overnight schedule. So something to keep in mind. We'll take a live look outside, and it's on the George Washington Bridge. Thanks, Maria. You can see heading across that inbound upper level span. It looks like you might have a disabled vehicle as well, or it's a slow-moving construction vehicle, but things are definitely very slow going, even getting into the tolls in this area. So stick with the lower level or the Lincoln Tunnel. The Holland Tunnel is still closed until 5 a.m. on the inbound side. C Street commuters, the Pier 11 Wall Street arrivals and departures, they've been relocated as of today to the Battery Maritime Building Slip 5. So that will be ongoing. It has to do with dredging at the other slip. So make sure that you pick up the ferry there, and that's where you're going to get dropped off. And heading over to your commuter checklist, Harlem line still operating on a modified schedule, so no service on the Wasaic line. You have substitute bus service between Southeast and Golden's Bridge, and then Waterbury Branch still has bus service in effect. Everything else is on a regular weekday rail schedule. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect this week, so make sure you move your car the last day listed on the sign. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. In today's CNBC Money Report, TikTok under fire for allegedly using a loophole to track by. Even a city ambulance cheered them on. But once the MTA caught wind of this, they tweeted, "Are you a bus?" I think it was a little tongue-in-cheek, right?
I hope
MTA?
so.
I hope so.
I know this. Darlene gets charged double fare next time.
I'm going to be charged exactly.
All right. Guys, I mean, you know, people are having to reimagine weddings, though, right? In this time of
trying
pandemic.
to get creative.
But
so
how
a lot
cool.
of your best laid plans.
You wouldn't be able to do that during a normal time, so it's cool that they were able to do that. Yeah.
It'll be a memory.
Right.
All right. It'll be a memory like cool weather or something.
Around New York City, including Queens, picking up some showers. Not much in the way of lightning. A few in Nassau County, too. This one I'm watching closely for parts of Hunterdon and into Somerset County, because over the last hour it went from nothing to a lot of heavy rainfall, and there is a flash flood watch in effect there. So heads up that way, but also the heat again. 89 today will feel like the low to mid 90s again. That's your weather. Let's check traffic. What's going on, Lauren?
There is an accident that just came in on the New England Thruway. So 95 southbound takes out 2 lanes approaching exit 16, which is the New Rochelle exit. Then over on the George Washington Bridge, you still have that road work on the inbound upper level. So quite a bottleneck there. Delays getting into the tolls, at least about 10 minutes right now. So leave yourself extra time. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. Well, just ahead at 5 o'clock, the pick is in.
Everything you need to know about Joe Biden's selection of Kamala Harris as his running mate, plus how President Trump is already responding.
Going here near Middlesex with some lightning and maybe waking you up with that heavy rain. That's been sitting there for the last half hour or so. But also from Queens pushing into Nassau County, Suffolk County too, picking up some heavy rain right now. 78, the current temperature feels warmer than that because the incredible humidity. That's not going anywhere. In fact, these showers and storms just adding to it today. 86, and it'll be muggy right in through this evening. That's your weather. Let's get to traffic now. What's going on, Lauren? Well, as far as the roads go, the spot to avoid right now, the inbound upper level of the George Washington Bridge. So you still have road work out there. It gets it down to 1 lane, so delays are pretty much past the tolls and building. Definitely a spot to avoid. If you're getting on the rails, Metro North riders, same service as yesterday on the Harlem line. So substitute bus service between Southeast and Golden's Bridge. No service at all between Wasaic and Southeast. Waterbury Branch still busing, but otherwise Metro North is on that regular weekday schedule. Darlene, back over to you. Thanks so much, Lauren.
No.
Do you agree?
I did not oppose busing
in America.
No.
Do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America.
From opponents to teammates in an historic
windows and getting this is the view of the LIE in Queens, and you can see the spray and the wet roadways having some showers come on through right now, and a little bit of lightning and thunder near JFK. But right now we're into the upper 70s. We're heading into the upper 80s, but it'll feel like the 90s again today. There is that cool down, but just about every day of that cool down we have showers and thunderstorms, so I'll talk about that, time those out for you, and an update on the tropics, a new depression to talk about. That's in the 10-day.
All right, thanks so much, Maria. Still ahead, ransacked. video you will only see on News 4. A group breaks into a Bronx business. Why the owner says he doesn't want them charged.
First, though, it's an emotional reunion on Long Island.
There are no delays just yet. Things are still moving along nicely out there in both directions. You are watching Today in New York. Washington Bridge. They cleared construction, but it will ease out soon. In the meantime, if you're headed there now, lower level still the way to go. Then heading over to C Street, Pier 11 Wall Street arrivals and departures have been relocated to the Battery Maritime Building, Slip 5. That will be ongoing, so especially if you need to depart from Manhattan, very important. Obviously, when you arrive, you'll figure it out. It's only a few blocks away. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. Playoff hockey, it's happening.
Couple cameras in just a second, but show you what has stayed the same. We are still in that heat advisory through this evening. Northeast New Jersey, New York City, Nassau County, Fairfield County, and the Hudson Valley for the feels-like temperatures that could be in the low to mid-90s at times today. But we also now have today a flash flood watch. Oh, it's been extended from Passaic into Bergen County, now into Rockland, as well as Westchester. Also, previously it was for, currently, Hunterdon into Warren, Somerset, Morris, and right now I've been watching this near just to the west of North Brunswick. No warnings associated with it, but surely there's ponding on the roadways, but also into Queens and pushing into Nassau County, Suffolk County too. And there is some lightning, so perhaps you've been awakened already. On top of that, it is just adding to the humidity. 78 degrees right now. The feels like temperature into the low 80s. We've got 72 in Poughkeepsie. So there you go, the hint of the sunrise, but the tops of some of those thunderstorms, that's the Anvil cloud right there. Pretty cool vantage point. As we warm up to the upper 80s, showers and thunderstorms continuing, the chance of them through this afternoon, but staying warm and muggy for sure. All right, that's your weather. Let's get you traffic now. Here's Lauren.
Thanks, Maria. A couple of things happening out there. You still have delays at the inbound upper level of the George Washington Bridge while they clear construction. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. Then you have delays southbound on the New England Thruway. There's a crash right by exit 16, a little bit before, that takes out 2 lanes. So that's a spot to avoid. The Hutch is a far same service as yesterday. No further updates. You still have some adjustments for NJ Transit on 3 lines. Harlem line still operating with modified service, and the Waterbury branch still busing in place. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thank you very much. Well, the pick is in.
Just to the south of Hempstead, maybe you're awakened already because of it. Some heavy rainfall, no warnings just yet, but this is lining up in an axis where we're definitely a few days, and an update on the tropics. That's all ahead with the 10-day.
Thank you so much, Maria.
To our C Street commuter, heads up, Pier 11 Wall Street arrivals and departures. They're relocated now to the Battery Maritime Building. So that's Slip 5. It will be ongoing starting today. Heading over to the roads, the delays are easing out on the GW Bridge. Inbound upper level, construction finally cleared, but it's still about 10 minutes out there into the tolls. And we'll take a live look outside at delays building on the Long Island Express.
Kids love Sour Patch Kids. All right, grab your favorite VHS tapes and some popcorn. This Airbnb is the ultimate 90s sleepover.
So this is the last blockbuster in the entire world that's been transformed into a dream retreat for one weekend in September. The Classic Video Store, it's in Bend, Oregon. It's available for 3 one-night reservations on Airbnb. Now, in each stay, you get blockbuster era things